Yoruba socio-political organization Afenifere has highlighted quality President Muhammadu Buhari should look out for in constituting his next cabinet. Afenifere spokesman Yinka Odumakin, in a chat with journalists over the weekend, said Buhari's next minister should be picked on the basis on what they can deliver. He stated that Buhari's next set of ministers should be those who understand the situation in Nigeria. According to Odumakin, the type of men or women Buhari should pick on his next cabinet should be about what contribution and the agenda they want to implement as minister. Odumakin also pointed out how to resolve the issue of insecurity across the country. He said we can't dissolve this issue of insecurity by this firefighting brigade approach we are doing now, where the president is in London on a private visit. The IGP is running up and down in Birnin Kebbi. Today, before he gets to Kaduna, he has forgotten what happened in Birnin Kebbi, and with all this, we are going nowhere. There's no way you can police Nigeria from Abuja and still get results. First of all, you must delegate power, allow every part of the country to police their land. Crime is cultural. According to him, you can't pick a policeman in your state now to go and fight bandits in Zamfara. Even if he sees it among bandits, he may not understand what they are saying. He does not know the route around the area. As such, effect police should be at the state unit. Secondly, we must go back to productivity. Whoever knew there was a large deposit of gold in Zamfara state that are fighting over now, we must make every part of Nigeria a productive center. Move away from oil and gas. When this is done, millions of young people will go back to work.
The special advisor on media and publicity to President Muhammadu Buhari, Mr. Femi Adesina, has asked mischief makers and those peddling fake news about the head status of his boss, President Muhammadu Buhari, to apologize to Nigerians for their misleading conjecture about the recent 10 days visit of the president to London, which many describe as a medical visit. Mr. Adesina, in a statement to announce the arrival of the president Sunday evening, condemned the way and manner mischief makers use every opportunity to mislead Nigerians. The former managing director of Sun newspapers, while emphasizing the need for the media to avoid sensational reportage, said press freedom was not a yardstick to engage in mischief making, all in a bid to inform. It will be recalled that a popular online medium, Sahara reporters have speculated late last week that there were indications that the president might extend his vacation to London due to health challenges. The president's return Sunday evening puts to an end speculations about his visit to London.
The Nigerian over the weekend announced ban on the use of motorcycles in the northwest region of the country. It said the ban under the exercise having Kunama, which seek to wipe out banditry, kidnapping, and other criminal activities in the zone, affect Kaduna, Kano, Kebbi, Katsina, Sokoto, Zamfara, and Niger State. The army said it will not tolerate the use of motorcycles within the hinterland, particularly around the forest where the armed bandits and kidnappers hibernate. It called on the government of the affected state to enforce the order in their respective states in conjunction with the security agencies. Acting spokesman of Army, Colonel Sagi Musa, in a statement said the Nigerian Army over the time has observed the use of motorcycles by armed bandits, kidnappers, criminal elements, and their collaborators as enabler to perpetrate their heinous crime, especially in the state within the northwest geopolitical zone of the country. This informed the decision and directive to ban the use of motorcycles within the hinterland, particularly around the forest where the armed bandits, criminals, kidnappers hibernate, and all around where troops are conducting operations alongside other security agencies. According to him, the general public, particularly in the northwest and some part of the north central in Nigeria, where the exercise is ongoing, are enjoined to bear with the Nigerian Army as concerted efforts are being made to combat the insecurity menace ongoing within the area. Oyo State chapter of Nigerian Labour Congress (NLC) has sent a strong warning to the incumbent governor and the governor-elect in the state, Senator Abiola Ajimobi and Engineer Seyi Makinde, respectively, that it will not tolerate any excuse from their administration on the implementation of the new minimum wage which have been signed to law. The union said what is paramount to it now is the welfare of its members. The union expressed regret that its welfare package has been turned to political tantalum and drama between the outgoing and incoming administration in the state. In its request, the union then demanded that workers deserve the best welfare package. The only discussion Labour is interested in are the lingering issues deserving urgent attention and solution to a series of outstanding salary, gratuity, and other emoluments. The union made this known in a statement signed by Secretary Comrade Ibrahim Mohammed, a copy which was made available to journalists in Ibadan. According to the statement, the union demanded urgent meeting of government representatives with the union hierarchy in the state to resolve several lingering issues and urgent attention to outstanding backlog of salary and entitlement. Part of its demand included outstanding 2011 salary of JHU workers, outstanding salary of workers in some local government, outstanding pension of retired local government staff, and primary school teacher, permanent 1 month arrear of salary in the primary education sector, outstanding salary of workers in tertiary institution, and backlog of gratuity. Operatives of Lagos State Police Command over the weekend arrested 6 suspects for allegedly bringing truckload of poisonous cow skin aka pomo into the state. The suspects, who were identified as Adelowo Yinka, Olawumi Onabanjo, Omowumi Wasiu, Adeshokan Taiwo, Iyabo Oluwa, and Tai Kazim, were said to have assembled the goods in a warehouse on College Road in the Godo area of the state. The police public relations officer, Bala Ekana, in a statement over the weekend, said the operatives of the command who arrested the suspect had on information that the poisonous goods were kept in the warehouse. He said the poisonous pomo, the chemical used in preserving them, and truck used in conveying the item were recovered after the warehouse was ransacked. Ekana said on Saturday, May 4, 2019, around 5 a.m., acting on the strength of information from the credible source that a truckload of cow skin, popularly called pomo, suspected to be poisonous, were heaped in a warehouse. A team of police officers led by Divisional Police Officer Igondo Police Station mobilized to the scene and recovered the huge pilage of poisonous pomo and chemicals used for their preservation. The PPR said the police commissioner has assured the Lagosian the command was determined to protect life and property of residents, adding that investigation was ongoing to ascertain the source and destination of the poisonous food item. He said the suspect charged to court very soon.
As Workers' Day was celebrated a few days ago, workers around the world lent their support for good working conditions and welfare benefits. In Nigeria, the case was not different, but there are different kinds of working conditions, depending either you are in full employment, which is known as full-time, or contract employment, popularly known as contract staff. Despite the fact that minimum wage was just passed into law, Honorable E.J. Agbonaima, representing Ego Ipobaoa Federal Constituency, in an exclusive interview with our correspondent Adeni Ifetayo, He affirmed that the concept of contract staff in Nigeria is a fraud being perpetrated by cabal.
I am very, very worried about the issue of the contract staff. For me, it's a total fraud. You will understand, and when you do your homework on investigative journalism, you'll be able to unearth what is really going on about this issue of contract staff. That is to deprive the Nigerian people, those that were deprived from unemployment, to be employed by government or by those sectors, whether the multinational companies, the oil companies, of trying to deprive them of getting what belongs to them. You can't hire somebody as a contract labor to even get value for money. But rather they use them and use them and use them, and they expect everything from them without benefit. You're talking about insurance, benefit, health, benefit, nothing whatsoever. Even when they retire, they don't even plan anything for them to be able to retire, because premeditated, orchestrated to deprive them from the beginning. Yes, we are going to give you unemployment. We are going to engage you. But all other things that go along with it is pushed aside. Somebody is benefiting from that. Some cabal are benefiting from it to deprive the Nigerian people.
He also advised some state government who have said that they cannot afford to pay the minimum wages to use their security votes instead of allowing workers to languish in penury.
It's unfortunate, but however, I am happy for my state. Edo State have always stand on the side of the labor. So I think if other states, if Edo State can pay, there's no state that will tell me that they cannot pay. If they cannot pay, then the security vote that they are receiving, let them think about it.
Adeni Ifetayo reporting for Ben TV.